Hello, everyone. This is Miss Lola Renee, creator of The Diamond Life, the brand that is here to help you be unapologetic about the beauty you possess and the light that you shine. Welcome to The Diamond Life. So I'm doing a video about the art of becoming unrecognizable. I decided to do this video because I saw so many making videos on becoming unrecognizable in 90 days and 60 days and 30 days and go away and come back different in 30 days. And I'm calling no one a liar. As a believer in God, I believe that God can do it. I just believe that there is something to giving yourself time to doing the things that you do. And so I am going to speak to you about becoming unrecognizable, the very art of becoming unrecognizable. And I have my notes over here to the side, so that's why you will see me looking. I always have my computer. That's me. But no, I definitely want to help you to truly master the art of becoming unrecognizable in a real way, a realistic way. I'm helping you to become the woman of your dreams in a real way. And it is a real thing to have a mind shift. You know, that's one of the first things you definitely want to do is have a made up mind that this is what you want to do. But I just truly believe that it's more to it, and time is going to be your greatest component. This is not going to be sexy. I'm gonna just put that out there now. There's nothing sexy about this conversation. It's just real. And I want to help everyone be real with this. And what I mean by that is, if you are trying to become the woman of your dreams, you want to be unrecognizable and be that woman. First of all, how long has that woman been your dream? Is this just someone that you just made up in your mind just so you could go with the flow? Or is there someone that you truly have been dreaming of becoming? For how long have you been dreaming? How many years have you wanted to become this woman? What makes you think that 90 days is going to completely make you this woman, completely make you unrecognizable? What does it mean to you to become unrecognizable? Here's the thing about the woman of your dreams. What I really believe about her is she's ever evolving. She's not the same as year one when you started thinking of this woman. And who she is now is so much greater than year one. So if she's always evolving, that means that there's more to her. So what makes you think it's just going to be so easy to take this woman that you've been dreaming of all these years and squeeze her into 90 days and it's going to be all good? Because if that were the case, wouldn't you have done it already? Okay, so I have 4 pointers for you. 4, okay? And the first one is that the art of becoming unrecognizable starts with you. You have to look at yourself and realize you're right where you need to be at this very moment for a time such as this. Right at this very moment in life, you're needed by people and you're needed by you. You need yourself to remember this moment. These are the moments that make up your becoming. Be present for what you need and don't despise this moment. And so here's what I really want you to just take into, just really embracing time, because that's what it's going to take to become this woman. Here's the thing about becoming, it takes something. Becoming takes something. It's going to take your dedication when it comes to becoming. You have to be dedicated to the process. You know, some people say trust the process. I disagree with that, by the way. I will never, ever, ever tell you to trust the process. Respect your process, because in your process, you gain wisdom, you gain strength, you gain knowledge. Yet respect your process. But the Bible says to trust God, and all your ways acknowledge Him. Trust in the Lord, and in all your ways acknowledge Him. Lean not to your own understanding. When you trust the process, you are trusting in what's not God. That you don't put your faith in processes, put your faith in God. Because you can ruin a process. So don't ever put your faith in a process. Put it in God, who has the grace to take you through the process, even when you mess up, even when you don't get it right. He can take you through the highs, through the lows, the ups, the downs, the good and the battle. He's the one that's going to be taking you through it. Trust God, not your process. That's just my sidebar, okay? But becoming takes something, and you have to be dedicated to what it takes in order to become. And one thing you're going to have to be okay with is knowing that it's not about your timing. Because if it was, you'd already be who you wanted to be. You'd be where you want to be already. It has nothing to do with your timing. Unless you are trusting in God and realizing that you don't have a say-so in how long it's going to take. Why is that? Because God knows everything. He knows what's going to trip you up. He knows what you're going to have a hard time with. He knows what's going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. And he knows what he's going to have to help you through and champion you through. Because sometimes it comes down to, Lord, I can't take this. I can't do this, but you can. But see, these are the things you remember when you become that woman, and you're stronger and you're better and you're healed and you're whole. The healed, whole woman is what you became. It took something to get there. So I would just say be open to the dedication of this process as you trust the Lord. Give yourself the time. Respect yourself with the time that you need to become. Number 2. You are not the influencers that you watch. You are not the influencers that you watch. You are you, and what God has for you is for you. Their becoming was never meant to be your becoming. Their process was not meant to be your process. God did not make you to be a cookie cutter. So if you've ever looked at one of those Dream Girl in 90 Days videos, remember that it will happen if it's God's will, not yours or the influencers. Align your desires to yourself. Align your desires for yourself with the will of God. And so that takes me to scripture. Delight yourself in the Lord and he'll give you the desires of your heart. So when you are going through this process, if you're truly delighting yourself in the Lord, what that means is you take great pleasure. That is how I define delighting yourself in the Lord. You take great pleasure in the things of God. You take great pleasure in his ways and what pleases him. Then you'll find yourself starting to align with what he wants for you. You'll find peace with knowing that he wants you to prosper. That is the word. He says he knows the thoughts that he have toward you, to prosper you, not to harm you, and to give you an expected end, to give you a hopeful future. Okay, so if he has all those things, once you begin to align yourself with him, what his word says concerning you, you'll start to take on the fact that and be okay with the fact that it may not look like what I want it to. It may not look like what I saw on Instagram. It may not look like what I saw on YouTube, but this is my journey. And I'll be able to tell my story from my point of view and not from what some influencer said or even me. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are aligned with the will of God. Delight yourself in the Lord. It sounds a little repetitive because I kind of went into that in number 1 and I wasn't supposed to go that far into it until now, but yeah, number 2. Number 3, mind your business. Okay, get your nose out of other people's lives. This is a great way to find yourself being ungrateful for your blessings and coveting someone else's blessings, especially the ones that are so quick to only show you the pretty stuff. Yes, they are blessed, and so are you. And on the flip side, they have their share of obstacles and storms, and so do you. We all live in this thing called human existence, and in it, we all have issues. Not one person in this world is exempt from being pruned or dunged. Okay, so just, food for thought sidebar here. Here's the thing about fertilizer, as I just mentioned, dung, So let's go back. We're talking about dung. So there's a parable that Jesus was telling about the barren fruit tree. And you'll find that in Luke 13:8-9. And there's a man who wants to cut down this fig tree, a fruit tree. And his gardener says, give me a year with it and let me dig around it and let me dung it. Okay. And so if we all know what dung is, it's fertilizer, crap. Okay. So here's the thing about fertilizer and being dunged. It doesn't smell good. No one wants to be around it. No one wants to endure that. No one wants to just have crap around them that don't smell good, sound good. Nobody wants to be around. It's not a good look. None of that. But it is the thing that helps you grow. Crap helps you grow. Just like crap helps fertilize grass and trees and things like that. Crap helps you grow. When you go through bad friendships, bad relationships, bad jobs, just bad moments, bad things help you to grow when you overcome them and you look back and you realize you learned from them. That's when you realize you've grown. Instead of staying in it, instead of living in it, instead of existing in it, instead of blame in it, you decided to look at it from a different perspective and you decided to define it as growth. That's just it. So you grew from it. But it takes for you to be dunged. So sometimes when you are ready to get out of a certain part of your life and move on to that woman of your dreams and all of those things, you begin to move too fast because you're done with this. I don't want to do this anymore, but it works out for your good. That's the word too. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. And there may be purpose in your crap that you're going through in that moment. So stay in it. It's not fun. It's not fun. Trust me, I know. Ain't nothing fun about crap. But you will make it through and come out of it actually stronger, better, wiser, greater. So stay in it. It is for you to learn something and gain from. Has value. Your crap has value. Okay. But mind your business in the process of that. That is something that is so serious. There was a saying on Instagram like years ago, and it said, your food go get cold looking at what's on other people's plate. Like, you got to be able to appreciate where you are in your life at all times. We all want more in our lives. We all believe that we were created for more, and it may be true, but God can't give you everything all at once if you're not ready for it. And just because we feel that we are ready for it does not mean that we're actually ready for it. God is all-knowing. So if he's all-knowing, that means that he sees what you don't see. He knows what you don't know. He knows what you healed from, what you thought you healed from, what you really didn't heal from, what you tried to sweep under the rug. He knows all of that. And God is not about to give you his absolute best, knowing that you got work to do within yourself, because you could fumble the blessing by not doing your part to heal or not doing your part to deal. Do what you need to do to get to that woman. If she is as great as you know she is, do the work to get to her. And if that's more than 90 days, then hot dog it, so be it. Do the work. Do the work. It took me years to gain the knowledge and wisdom that I'm telling you now. It took me years of getting it wrong, years of bumping my head, years of falling on my butt. Years. When I look back over the years, and I had to learn to see it from a different perspective, because I'm a perfectionist. I hate that about myself. I'm just going to put that out there. I am a perfectionist. I am one of those people where I'm learning to give myself more grace, because I can look at a situation and look back and say, I should have did this. I could have been stronger in this area. I should have did it this way. And maybe it wouldn't have turned out this way. And I will do that to myself. Why? Because I have an expectancy of myself to be greater than that. At the end of the day, all I could do is all I could do. All I could be is all I could be in that moment. Who I am today may not have been who I was when I was going through that situation. So just as much as I am talking to you, I'm talking to myself too, because sometimes I got to remind myself about that. I really do. I have to remind myself that you're not the same woman today that you were yesterday, yesteryear. Give yourself some grace. Okay? But minding your business is going to be one of the best things you ever do, because you will stay thankful, you'll stay grateful. And God will now see He can trust you with so much more because you have decided to be grateful and faithful over the little that He's giving you. Now He can make you the ruler over the much now. Mind your business. Okay. Number 4, give yourself time. You can either give yourself permission to flow in the time allotted for you to become who you're meant to be, or find yourself in a world of sadness and festivity because you could not bypass the will of God for your life. Look, okay, let me keep on going. This is what the scripture, delight yourself in the Lord and He will give you the desire of your heart, really mean. So when you take the time to do the work necessary to become unrecognizable, you realize You realize no one knows what it looks like for you but God, and no one can tell you how to live your unrecognizable life but you, because you lived every experience. With time comes wisdom. With time comes knowledge, comes understanding, comes peace, comes greater appreciation for life, comes patience, comes value for your time and your energy. Also comes greater love, wonderful friendships. Time is the most expensive part of becoming unrecognizable. So spoil yourself with it. Lavish yourself with the luxury of time that was already set aside for you for a time such as this. Bless yourself with that time. Grace yourself with that time. Like, I know I keep talking about time, but y'all missing this one component. This is the thing that's going to help you the most out of everything that you do, out of everything that you hear. I need you to put a time. I need you to realize time is going to be that thing for you. It's not going to be about how many days the influencer or the guru say that you could do it in. They don't know what God got for you. They don't even know you. This is a time where you are still getting to know you. God is creating you. He's making you. When you are in the becoming stages, God is making you over. So allow God the time to make you over instead of allowing the influencer to tell you how much time it's going to take for you to have step on what God is trying to do in your life. It is not about a time frame. It is about you doing what you know you need to do. It's about doing the hard things. It's about doing all the things that you probably forgot to do or swept under that rug. It's about you taking the time to become whatever that looks like for you. That's it. That's all I got for y'all. So just give yourself that. Have grace with yourself all the way through the process. Take the time to even look back and see how far you've come to becoming that woman and how much more time you may have to take. Take the time to look back over what you've already overcome. It took you some time to get there, but you're there. It's taking you some time to get where you want to go, but you're moving. That's what's important. You're moving. You're waking up every day with a yes in your heart. You are moving. There's movement. There's a yes. There's passion. There's excitement. There's a prayer life. There's dedication. There's motivation. There is the luxury of time that God has set aside for you for a time such as this. Use it the way you need to. Grow in it. That's it, y'all. I love you so much, and there's absolutely nothing you could do about it. Nothing at all that you can do about it. But listen, you all stay encouraged. Be encouraged that you can go out and encourage someone else, because there's someone in this world who absolutely needs more than they want your encouragement. And if you're looking for a few good ways to encourage someone, did you know that your eye contact can encourage someone? Did you know that that beautiful smile you have will encourage someone? Your hello will encourage someone. And if you put it all together, it looks just like this. Hello. Yeah, look, it will. Because you don't know who in this world needed to hear you say hello to them just to humanize them. Just for them to feel like they're not just another fixture in this world. Just for them to feel like, you know what am I doing here? Why am I still here? God, I'm waiting for you to take me, because what else is there? Your acknowledgement of that person has the power to change their mind and make them believe that maybe, just maybe, they were meant to be here today. So encourage someone today because they need it more than they want it. All right? Blessings, you all. Love you. Mwah.